Alright, so for this video, we are going to retrieving the data from the database, actually retrieving the images from the database. Okay, so we know how we can upload the images to the database, and now we want to retrieve those images from the database. Okay, so let me just show you one thing that I have created uh, some a little bit changes to my file. I have used a CSS file. Actually, it's a bootstrap file, so that I can easily implement or easily complete my designing portion, because I don't want to perform the whole CSS, because that's not the motive for this series right now. So let me just create another terminal where I'm gonna run my MongoDB. Uh, MongoDB. Yeah. So uh, okay, something went wrong. MongoD. Okay, MongoDB data. What's wrong with it? Okay, let's just clear this and again run, which is mongod.exe db path. Okay, user /s / mongodb data. Nah, it's working now. So inside the terminal, let's just run this app.js, and let's go to the Google and then search localhost 3000. Yeah, there we go. So this is actually basically a very simple CSS. If you want to see, then inside this file here. Okay, I have commented out this form so that I can tell you what actually I have made, what are the changes I have made in this file. Okay, so the action and method and encrypt type, they are both same for the both in both the form, but the difference is that now are formed inside a container div, and the container class is a by default class in Bootstrap. Okay, and then there is another div which holds our input field and a button. Okay, so now after all this, yeah, this is some basic CSS for my where I'm providing margin or anything, margin, and some properties like background color for the body or the div. Okay, so this div dot container. Okay, uh, I provide this background color and then a margin from the top, as you can see here. Okay, now what I want to create another div here. Okay, and the div is going to be class container, and inside this div I'm gonna create an image tag and the source, and now I want to close this. Okay, so this is my main file, this is my this file. Okay, so what I want to show the images here. Okay, let me just get something which is bootstrap card design. So I just want to copy paste the code for the card view. I don't want to create the cards. Okay, so I also want to tell you that I'm not downloading the file of Bootstrap. I'm using the CDN link here. Okay, so just copy paste the CDN link and then use the classes. Okay, it's quite easy. So the card view I want to use is like let's just see. Not this one. Not this one. Yeah, let's just copy paste this card. Okay, so there's my container div here. Just paste here, and then I'm gonna provide the source here, and okay, so let's just have this paragraph. Okay, for by default it is going to be same for the every image or every data inside the database. Okay, so let's just clear this and make sure you save all the changes. Now let's just go back to our file, and inside this route here, what I'm gonna need to do, I'm gonna find some values, and the values is inside the image database, which is this database. So I'm gonna image dot find. Okay, before rendering, I'm gonna catch all the data inside this database. Okay, in other words, I'm retrieving here, sorry for the spellings, retrieving data from the database. Okay, now here I'm retrieving all the data, so that's why I'm passing this empty object, and the empty object here specifies that I'm not needed a particular set of data, I'm needed all of the data which is stored inside the database. And here I have to pass the variables, object variable which holds the object, holds the response object or the request object. And then here I'm gonna restore sorry. No, actually here I'm not gonna pass this, I'm gonna pass this error and the data, and the error is going to execute whenever there is an error, and the data is going to execute if the data is present. Actually this data variable here holds all the data which is actually present inside this image database. Okay, so next thing what I'm gonna need to do, I'm gonna specify a error condition here. If there is error, then I'm going to return res.send error. Okay, and the next thing that I want to do is else I'm gonna res.render. Okay, and now here I want to render the upload page, and inside this upload page I want to pass a object which holds the value, and the value is equal to the data. Okay, so now inside my root route, firstly I'm checking all the data inside the images database, and then I am passing this, then I am rendering this upload page, and then I'm passing an object which holds the data. Okay, so I'm gonna use this data inside my EGS file. So for this EGS file, let's just create, I want to use value dot for each loop. Okay, and inside this each loop, let's just pass the closing argument for the EJS. Yeah, and here this for each loop holds a function, and I'm going to pass the variable e. Now values, the data which is inside this value variable is now inside this e variable, which means I can access the data with the help of e now. Okay, so now what I want to do is I just want to copy paste this div section, this whole div, and just cut this and normally paste it here. And if you are using EGS, then I think you are familiar with the syntax I'm using here. Okay, so if I'm using equal to with this, then this will print this whole lines inside the inside our pages. Okay, then this will print this, and then this will print this. And if I pass this equal to, but I'm not passing equal to, so that I'm telling this that it's the operation and you have to perform this operation, not print this. And then inside this source I want to pass e dot image, e dot image, and the e dot image basically, let me just run the application first and then robo, and I'll show you what is e dot image here. So I'm getting the data inside the value, and then e dot image is equal to, let me just open this collection, this image, which is the name of the image. Okay, so I want to use the my storage engine now. Okay, so my storage engine like this uploads, slash, and then it is going to be the easiest syntax. Now I'm using the equal to here. Now it will print the value which is inside this e dot image. Okay, now let me just clear this and rerun this, and then app.js here. Let me just go back to my Google and refresh this, and there we go. So yeah, we found, but it is not showing the files here because, yeah, it's very simple. Because the main reason this file is not showing the files here, because we have to use path variable, and we have to make this upload as a static folder so that our server can directly or easily access the files. Okay, so how we can going to make our server as a static folder? I'm gonna have .use, and then I want to pass this uploads folder. Yeah, it's uploads, and then the next argument I want to pass is path. Yeah, path dot join. Okay, and then I'm gonna pass this the AR name, and then my slash uploads. Okay, so this is what I want to do, but I want to use this statement inside a function which is express dot static. All right, and then I want to use this statement here. Okay, which means I'm creating a static folder here so that my server can easily handle all the stuff, okay, inside that server, inside that particular folder. So let me just rerun our server now. Yeah, there we go, we got all our files here. So let me just show you an example now. Let's just delete all the files. Going here, and then I'm going to delete this folder, and then I want to create the folder uploads here. Okay, and then inside my database, which is this robo 3D, I want to delete all this stuff from this database, and let's just refresh this page, and there we go, we have nothing right now. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want to upload the image. Okay, so let's just rerun the server for, and yeah, refresh this, choose the file, and let me go back to the picture section, or we can go to the document. Here some images, open, and then upload, and there we go, we have this file here. Okay, so let's just upload another image here for the betterment, and I'm gonna choose this image, upload, and then upload. Yeah, there we go, now we have our uploading section here. So in the next video we are going to perform the delete operation, and then I'll show you the update operation. So in this video we just cover about how we can use how we can retrieve the images from the database. Okay, so that's it for the video. So in the next video we'll cover that how we can actually delete the images from the database and from our storage engine, and then we'll cover how we can update the image. Okay, so see you in the next video. That's it for now.